Yo, what is up, Knicks fans? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, you already know what this channel is about. Real talk, no fluff, just straight up New York Knicks news and reactions. And today's video, man, today's video hurts a little bit. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, because we need to talk about Mitchell Robinson leaving the Knicks for the Boston Celtics. Yeah, you heard that right. Boston, our biggest rival. The team we just went through in the playoffs. That team, let's start from the top. Mitchell Robinson signed a 3-year deal worth $47 million with the Celtics this week. And look, I get it. This is a business. Players got to eat. Players got to chase the bag. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't understand that part of it. But losing the longest tenured guy on this roster, the guy who was the anchor of our second unit, the guy who bailed us out defensively more times than I can count, that stings. That really stings. And before we go any further, if you're feeling some type of way about this too, smash that like button right now. I want to see how many of you are as frustrated as I am. And drop a comment down below telling me exactly how you feel about this move, because I read every single one of them. Now here's where it gets messy, because losing him to Boston was already a gut punch. But then Robinson goes on Instagram, and OG Anunoby, his former teammate, leaves a sad face emoji under his farewell post. And Robinson responds. He says, and I'm paraphrasing here, "I tried, bro. I didn't want this to happen. I hope the truth comes out eventually." Excuse me? What? So you're telling me the man didn't even want to leave? That this wasn't some Boston recruiting pitch? This wasn't some grass is greener situation? This was actually New York choosing not to keep him? That's a completely different story than the one we were all telling ourselves for the last 48 hours. And listen, I need you guys to really sit with that for a second, because there's a difference between a player leaving because he wants a fresh start and a player leaving because his own team basically priced him out the door. Those are two very different feelings as a fan. One of them I can accept. The other one makes me want to throw my remote at the wall. If this is making you as heated as it's making me, do me a favor. Hit that like button, and let's get this comment section going, because I want a real discussion happening down there. So, let's talk about why this actually happened. Because it's not like the front office woke up one day and decided Mitchell Robinson wasn't worth keeping around. This comes down to money. And specifically, it comes down to the second apron. For those of you who don't follow the business side of the league closely, the second apron is basically the NBA's way of punishing teams that spend big. Go over that line and you get hit with restrictions on trades, restrictions on roster building, and some serious financial penalties. And New York made it clear weeks before free agency even started that they were not going into that territory. Not for anybody. James Dolan himself came out and said that operating over the second apron in today's NBA is basically suicidal for a franchise. His words, not mine. So when Robinson hit the market, the Knicks simply weren't going to offer him anything close to what he could get elsewhere. And Boston, they didn't hesitate. $47 million. 3 years. Done deal. So was it really about the tax bill? Or was ownership just not willing to commit to keeping the specific core together? Honestly, at this point, I don't think it even matters which one it was. The result is the same. We are the defending champions, and we just watched a key piece of that championship roster walk out the door to the team we love to hate the most. And can we talk for a second about the fact that it's Boston specifically? Out of every team in this league, it had to be them, the team with the most banners, the team that's been in our head for literal decades. If you remember that whole winning time thing HBO did, that entire vibe of Boston as a sports town living rent-free in Knicks fans' minds. Yeah, this is basically the real-life version of that nightmare. Now, I know some of you are going to say, Robinson had every right to make this business decision, and I hear you, I really do. But this isn't really about blaming him at this point. This is about a front office that let this happen. This is about ownership drawing a hard financial line in the sand right after we finally brought a championship back to New York. We just won it all. We just had that parade. And instead of building on that, instead of running it back with everybody who got us there, we're already watching pieces get picked apart because of a spreadsheet. If you're frustrated with how this front office is handling things after a championship run, I need you to like this video and comment your honest opinion. because this is exactly the kind of conversation this channel exists for. Here's the other thing that bugs me about Robinson's comment. He said he hopes the truth comes out eventually. That's a heavy thing to say publicly. That tells me there's more to this story than a simple contract negotiation that didn't work out. That tells me there might have been conversations, promises, expectations that just quietly fell apart behind scenes. And as fans, we're the last ones to know any of it. We just see the headline. Mitchell Robinson signs with the Celtics, and we're left to fill in the blanks ourselves. So now the questions start piling up. Who replaces his rim protection off the bench? Who gives us that defensive anchor when the starters need a breather? Are the Knicks going to make another move to patch this hole? Or are we just supposed to trust internal development and hope it works out? Because right now, from where I'm sitting, this front office owes us some answers. We're the defending champions. That should mean something. That should mean continuity. That should mean running it back with the guys who got the job done. Instead, we're starting the summer with a hole in our front court depth and a rival team in Boston that just got a little bit better at our expense. Now, look, I'm not saying panic. I'm not saying the season is doomed before it even starts. This roster still has serious talent. This coaching staff still knows how to win. But I would be lying to you if I said this news didn't shake my confidence a little bit going into next season. And that's exactly why I want to know what you guys think. Drop it in the comments. Do you think the Knicks front office made the right call letting Robinson walk? Or do you think this is a mistake we're going to regret come playoff time? I genuinely want to see this discussion happen. So get down there and let it out. Before you go, make sure you're subscribed to this channel with notifications turned on, because this Knicks offseason is far from over, and there's going to be more news, more reactions, more breakdowns coming very soon. And seriously, if this video got you thinking or got you a little frustrated, hit that like button, drop a comment, and share it with another Knicks fan who needs to see this. That's it for me today, Knicks fans. Stay loyal, stay locked in, and I'll see you in the next one.